All right, we're live.
Wow!
Awesome.
I don't know what that means, but we're live.
It means that somebody somewhere should have like the 7-second delay button. That's
right. There actually is a 30-second delay.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
On here.
You're going to need it for
Awesome.
Stephen Ingram because he's such a political person. He's such a left-wing crazy nut.
I'm Facebook inappropriate.
You're Facebook inappropriate, man.
That's okay.
Oh.
So we've got 8 folks joined in with us right now.
I'm so sorry. We are sorry for what we're about to say.
Should there be a preemptive? It's a preemptive apology for all that's about to happen.
Maybe just a disclaimer that they have to check off.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, we're excited about that.
Yeah, we're sorry you didn't have something better to do.
and we're hoping that we get just enough ministry in that it's okay.
Yeah,
that's true. Stephanie even put lipstick on. Have you noticed?
I did. And
you look beautiful.
And I even put on pants.
Well, we cannot verify that.
It looks like she put some. It looks like she put some lipstick on her cup as well.
I did.
That's so nice of you.
I hold it on the different side. I was trying to figure out which cup. This one says, "I know I'm in my own little world. They know me there."
Those are bad.
But anyway.
So should we we should probably let people know that this is our first live show. They may have already figured that out. We're going to enjoy our time together and have fun with it nonetheless. We are glad that each of you are with us, that you've joined us, and for the 2 that still remain. This is the Sustainable Ministry Show with Melissa Rao, Stephanie Caro, Stephen Ingram, and myself, Bryant Johnson. Thanks for joining us today as we get going here. We've got some giveaways. We're going to talk about things. We've all showered and gotten ready for this. So
I did.
Me too.
So just in case folks don't know who you are and aren't familiar with you, why don't we go through the lineup? Melissa, you want to tell us a little bit about who you are, where you're at, what you're doing, and maybe what your favorite app or most useful app on your phone or iPad is right now?
Oh, yeah, sure. So I'm Melissa Rao. I am currently living just outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. My husband is a clergy person with the Episcopal Church, and we have 3 kids together. So been doing Ministry Architects for about 4 years now and loving it. My favorite app, goodness. I've been using my phone less and less, and I've been hanging out on Facebook a little bit more than usual. So yeah, I'd have to say Facebook. I'm not very exciting. I know. Boring.
Wow. It's useful, though.
Yeah.
Truly. It's a true story.
Stephanie?
Well, my name is Stephanie Caro, and I live in Houston, Texas. I am a senior consultant for Ministry Architects. I've been working with Mark DeVries and the company since 2008. I also specialize in the area of small church ministry, children, youth, general ministry. So, yeah, let's see, my favorite app. You know what, sadly, all my favorite apps are travel related. So Delta, TripIt is the app that keeps me straight where I'm going, who I'm flying, when I'm flying, what I'm renting vehicle-wise when I get there, and the hotel where I'm staying. So it is awesome. Let's see, Delta, TripIt, and Expensify. because it keeps my receipts. So that's probably sad. My favorite app should be like Bible Gateway or
No judgment.
version, but I'm just a sinner saved by grace.
Amen.
That travels too much.
Yeah.
Stephen?
Yeah, so Stephen Ingram, I'm in Birmingham, Alabama at Canterbury United Methodist. It's a church here in Birmingham. Been here since 2008. Been a ministry architect since 2010. And my favorite app, I'll give you two. One will be kind of a personal app, and one will be like a ministry app. So Photo Circle, here I'll show you. Photo Circle, right there. Photo Circle, there it is, right there. Is a great ministry tool. It's great, especially if you let your kids have their devices on trips. You can load everybody into the same photo circle, and so that way, when you're on your trip, just tell everybody to load their pictures up to Photo Circle, and so everybody has a collective album over the course of the trip. It's also great to give parents. If you give parents the little address to it, the parents who are not on the trip, they can actually watch the trip progress through the Photo Circle over the weekend. So that's really exciting. We've been using it a lot. And then personal app, I have really liked this other little guy right here, down there in the bottom corner, Lark. It is it's a well-being app, and it's like a personal coach for how you eat and how you exercise and things like that, and actually kind of dialogues with you. So I've been using it over Lent. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Interesting. Yeah, I love it. And my name is Brian Johnson. I am currently serving at Harrison United Methodist Church, which is in Charlotte. And if you don't know, I live in Winston-Salem, so I've been driving back and forth down to Charlotte to the church there. It's been glorious. The app I've been using the most, I'll show you too. I'll pull it up here. Easily Do. Do you see that down there? Mm-hmm. Stephanie, in your travels, this may be helpful to you as well, but it does a couple things. One is filters all receipt emails into a single folder, which even if you just work on church staff and you use a credit card for something, that is awesome. Never lose a receipt again, never get in trouble with your financial secretary at the staff, on staff there. And then the other killer app, or killer feature within it, is it will pull up just a list of all attachments in your emails. So if you've ever dug around for an attachment in an email before and you just can't find it, or it's lost in a thread or something like that, this automatically just pulls all your attachments, and you can search through that list and then pull up the attachment, which is really cool. And then the other app, Stephen, I'm going to give two like you did, is Masquerade. Have you all played with that? Masquerade or Face Swap Live?
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I haven't played with those.
Brian,
So when we were on the little retreat together last week,
This is
did
disturbing,
this
Brian.
with
Terrifying.
That's
Missy Carfield, one of the others on our team. It just is fantastic. I did one with my wife as well, but I'm not allowed to show that.
Yeah. Yeah, those things are terrifying.
you're like a pretty girl, Brian.
yeah.
Probably a prettier girl than a handsome guy.
I didn't see that.
I'm willing to admit it. It's okay.
All right.
It's okay. So, what's been going on in y'all's worlds? What have you been up to? What have you been working on? Is there something that you've done with Ministry Architects that just is a big win for you lately?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to give props out to Holy Cross Lutheran Church in Indianapolis. This is a church we've been working with, Pastor Dave McLean and his team. We've been working with them for about 2 years now. And just last weekend, we had an amazing celebration. They trusted the process, and the process worked. And no other church have I ever seen a disparity of staff. Pastor is just one of those people who is so gifted and relational with his students. He was working, he's the assistant pastor, and managed to have about 75 weekly youth, which is incredible because he only had 2 volunteers. And it's just absolutely amazing. And so over the course of the last 2 years, they've been able to put in effective systems and structure. They hired a full-time youth director. They hired part-time administrative staff. And, I use the illustration that Dave, Pastor Dave now is no longer kind of like a parent of a toddler, but he gets to kind of be like the grandparent. He gets to show up and have a good time, but is no longer encumbered with all the day-to-day stuff. So he can just really focus on what matters most, and that's relationships. So I'm just so thrilled with Holy Cross and the work that they've done. It's like a complete transformation, which has happened over the last 2 years there. So I'm thrilled to be a part of it.
Love it.
Yeah, I was actually up in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin a few weeks ago with Jeff Blaine up at Ascension Lutheran Church up there, and it was fun working with them. I got to say 2 things about those guys. I ate more cheese over the course of the 3-day assessment. They stuffed me the entire assessment. I came back about 10 pounds heavier. But I just got an email from them today that they're going to be joining on with us and continuing the good work that we started up there. So it's always really neat. It's a small, medium-sized congregation. It's always neat to see the whole congregation really rally around the report and own it. Not just say, well, that's something the youth ministry is doing, but the whole church has said, no, these are our kids, and we're gonna love them this way. So it's really, really cool stuff.
I got to spend last weekend in Yardley, Pennsylvania, which is near Philadelphia, and I was hanging out with my friend Denise Harris, who is the youth director there. She has been the youth director at that church for almost 16 years.
Wow.
And which is amazing enough. But the thing I admire so much about her is she and her pastor talked about this, and she initiated it. She said, I've been here long enough now that I need to have some outside eyes come on in and look at what I'm doing. What is it that is still working? What is it that I need a new pair of eyes to say, maybe I've gotten in some bad habits, or maybe I don't even see some things anymore. So she had us in to do an assessment, and I gotta honestly tell you, it was amazing to get to do an assessment for her. Lots of things really working well, and then we did find some things that we said, okay, here's some stuff you can tweak and maybe make even a little better. So it was a real pleasure. The other thing I've been working on this month is we started a new small church ministry cohort year 4 with the Tennessee Conference of the United Methodist Church. And so I work with Brad Fiskus on that, and it's a year-long training process. There's 11 or 12 churches that are part of it, and they send a team of people. They're all small churches, and we just kind of help them take their ministry where it's at, become more sustainable, give them training, equip them, coach them, give them personal one-on-one attention. So Brad Fiskus is really doing great work there in Tennessee churches, and it's a pleasure for me to get to go back there now for 4 years. So anyway, that's what I'm doing.
I just love all the celebration. I got to do some volunteer training at Grace United Methodist in Shreveport this past weekend, and we hit with Jonathan Barnes, one of the others on our team, and we just had a fantastic time. And in the 3 days that we were there, from the first kind of sessions where people were quiet and kind of reserved to share, to the second night where it was loud and it was a lot of laughter and just seeing folks enjoy spending time together as they grow in ministry with each other is just fantastic. And then I also learned that you can grow tulips in the freezer while we were there, something I did not know previously.
No.
Yeah, did you know you could do that?
Well, I'm in Texas. You can't grow anything here.
You know what, though? I heard you can grow grapefruit. Texas ruby red grapefruit is pretty special.
Wow.
Is it really from Texas, though?
It really is from Texas.
Okay.
It's true.
Hey, Brian, I just got a text from one of the folks who's watching, Brian Miller, a youth minister with St. Luke's Episcopal Church, and Brian Miller says that the screen is black and they're getting audio, but they're not getting any video. So if you're hearing us but not seeing us, lucky you. That's
That's
exactly right.
I'm having a great hair day.
Well, let me see if I can solve that.
We can see each other.
And y'all talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Do you have any freebies to give away?
I do. I have a freebie. I'm going to give away a copy of. You know, it's cooler when I make the book dance. That's what it is. So I'm going to give you a copy of Thriving Youth Ministry in Smaller Churches, Secrets for Cultivating a Dynamic Youth Ministry, and the person that wins it is the first person to email me at Stephanie@ministryarchitects.com that can tell me what my middle name is. So if you can tell me my middle name, we'll see how good your Google skills are. But
I know this.
It's not Queen.
It's not Queen.
Can I at least give them a hint?
So, first person to email me with my middle name to Stephanie@ministryarchitects.com wins.
All right, really I'll be giving away a copy of my newest book, Organic Student Ministry, and I'll make it dance. Even if you can't see it on the screen, it's dancing because that's fun. There it goes, dancing books. And let's see, how can we do this? I would like if the first person to tag me on Twitter at Stephen, STEPHENL Ingram. That's my Twitter handle, at Stephen L. Ingram. Tag me and tell me your the thing you're looking forward to most this summer with your student ministry.
Great.
And if you can tag Ministry Architects at Men Architects as well, that would be great. So there you go.
Awesome.
I'll be looking forward to it.
So I don't want to be the only person not giving anything away for free. So I am going to be at the Faith Forward Conference in April 18th to 21 in Chicago, and I would love to see you, and I can give you a $25 discount on a registration. So if you go to faithforward.net and you register for the conference, you can use the password code. What's it called? Is it a coupon code, if you will? It's capital FAITH, capital FWD 2016, and then I'll get you a $25 discount for the registration. Hopefully, I'll see you there.
Nice.
Yay!
Yay!
That's awesome.
Free stuff.
And I'll go ahead and throw in an online diagnostic for folks. Actually, let me do two of those. If you want to tag me on Twitter, do the same as you did with Stephen, at the B Johnson, THEBJOHNSON, and just the first couple of folks there to tag me. First two, I will follow up with you this afternoon on a diagnostic code. Hey, and here's a quick update on the technical issue. It looks like YouTube, for whatever reason, the setting on YouTube, I cannot get the screen to turn back on. So those of you that are hanging with us with the audio certainly are glad that you're with us, and ask you just to hang out until we're done. I am deeply sorry about the video not coming through right now, and apologize for that.
It's not your fault, Brian. It's not your fault.
Well, it might be. Other things are.
Okay, and so apparently, though, people have been chatting. I just got, Pastor Dave from Indianapolis, so happy that he's joining us. I had no clue. But he's texting me here, and he said people have been chatting, but we're not getting any responses to the chats either. So I think we're having technical difficulties, and for that, we do apologize. But we're learning as we go.
Yeah, let me switch my screen, and I'll jump in on the chat there, because I'm sure there's going to be some questions.
I have had some email responses.
Nice.
Brian Miller, you're just hilarious. Brian's responses were Judy, Samantha, Sally, Esteban,
Esteban.
He knows how close we are.
Margaret Norris, in Anne. I am sorry, Margaret and Brian. None of those are correct.
I would have guessed chrysanthemum.
Yes, that's my name, Melissa. Stephanie Chrysanthemum. My parents were hippies.
So in the chat stream, Kathy Stafford posted a little code. If you pull that up, she says that you would be able to see us.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yay.
Nice job, Kathy.
Yay, Kathy. All right.
And yeah, we've got quite a few folks in here. Dave McLean from Holy Cross, Indianapolis. Scott Child, Lee Barnes. Laura McLean. Yeah.
There they are.
Looks like YouTube. For whatever reason, the setting. Good deal. Good deal. Stephen, did anybody tweet you yet?
Let me check. Let's see. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't. I'm not as cool as Stephanie, apparently, because no one has tweeted at me yet.
Me neither.
As far as I can tell.
What can I tell you? The mystery of my middle name continues. What can I say?
Stephen M. Norris just asked a good question. She or he, could be Mike, could be Michelle, just asked, what if we don't have Twitter?
What if we don't have Twitter? Oh, and then the next one, Scott says, what do you mean to tag you? Can you go a little slower? So Scott and M. Norris, here's the deal on that. To tag someone on Twitter, you just use the little ampersand or the @ sign, and you can put their name. But if you want to email me at Stephen at ministryarchitects.com, Stephen STEPHEN at ministryarchitects.com. We'll take that as well instead of just Twitter. So.
And I'll just say the next person to respond in the chat that says they want the diagnostic, then send me your email, Brian@ministryarchitects.com. I will connect with you on that, and it's yours.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So we are giving away Stephen's book and my book. If you can email me with my middle name, Stephanie@ministryarchitects.com. So far, no winners.
And do you want to just be clear about what it's not, since you've had some guesses again?
Well, it's not Anne, and it's not Brian's suggestion. Judy, Samantha, Sally, Esteban, or Bon Qui-Qui.
You just made that up.
I thought it was Bon Qui-Qui. No?
Bon Qui-Qui?
Well, he didn't even spell it right.
And how many guesses do they get, Stephanie?
They get 20 million, or until this program is done.
So Brian just responded in the chat. Bon Qui-Qui.
I'm just surprised you know how to spell this. This is really good. Nice.
Brian Miller, you're my favorite. Oh, we got another contestant. Scott Fairchild guesses Elaine. Scott, you are incorrect.
The anticipation.
So apparently, if you Google my name, my middle name isn't out there. It should show up on my police report.
Are you using people to like Google search your name? Is that essentially what this is about?
No, that's the only way I could figure out they could find that. And now I just realize that's probably a bad idea. I don't know what's going to show up.
Do you want to hand out your address too? That might pull up some
Seriously,
some documents.
now, Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let me ask. I'm just.
Brian.
What's that?
So what's next?
Well, I'm kind of curious since Easter is this week, and Palm Sunday is typically a big Sunday for celebration. But I know at our church we actually walk through Holy Week on Palm Sunday, just in case folks are not able to come at the end of the week. I was curious if you guys do that at your churches too, or if you just focus on Palm Sunday on Sunday.
Our church did an amazing cantata. They had guest musicians, and it was kind of like a tenebrae service in the dark with candles, and it was a really, really moving piece. So it wasn't part of the typical Sunday liturgy. We did Palm Sunday way, but then at 4:30 we had this cantata, and it was all the way up through the crucifixion. So it was very, very moving, and I loved it.
We've traditionally done at our church. We've combined Palm Sunday. We've actually called it Palm Sunday Passion Sunday because we'd go through the full Palm Sunday, and then at the end of the service, they would strip the altar and put black over the altar and do all of that. This year we've moved away from that. I'm really glad we have because we're really embracing Good Friday, and so we do Monday, Thursday, which obviously we focus on communion or Eucharist, and then Good Friday, which is really where we lean into the real heaviness of the cross, and we'll be doing that Friday, and we find that to be a time where we can have a lot of ability to really lean into it theatrically, not necessarily drama presentations, but you can do a lot with the lighting during that, and just help people feel the heaviness of that day. So
I love how churches allow youth ministries a lot of creative expression during Holy Week. I'm using Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week to do a lot of coaching calls since I'm off the road, and I've had a chance to really focus on that. And so I'm hearing story after story of churches allowing their youth ministry to maybe lead the Maundy Thursday service, or do a walk to the cross, or help lead the Tenebrae service on Friday. Lots of youth groups that are helping with the annual Easter egg hunt, which is an amazing community outreach. I know for me, I'm going to do something different, and I'm a little nervous about it. I am going on a complete electronics fast. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. No tablet, no laptop, no phone. And I was telling Melissa this morning, I don't even know how I'm going to wake myself up in the morning because I won't have my phone alarm. So I'm going to have to go old school. I was telling her I'm going to have to find my real Bible because I won't be taking my tablet to church. And so I'm a little nervous about it because it's going to be, I think I'm probably a little too dependent, but I'm looking forward to it because it means it's 4 days of me concentrating just solely on my family and our faith walk through the weekend. So that's how it turns out.
That's cool.
Yeah, Steve and Melissa have done something for Lent, just kind of in preparation of Easter this year.
Did I give anything up? Is that what you're asking?
Did you give anything up? Did you take anything on?
Yeah, I totally gave up table salt.
Wow.
It was really, I know. Big deal. I've done different things in the past. I've given up fiction before. I have taken on reading every day the Bible through. This year it's been table salt, and I have to say it's been. I know this sounds crazy. It's been very contemplative for me because I always use table salt. I'm one of those rude people that put salt and pepper on before I even taste it. So I've been enjoying the flavor of food. I've been able to be contemplative about what that flavor means and how that is ultimately a gift to us from our God and Maker. And I've been very appreciative of that. So it's been good for me.
Now, do you use it when you're cooking, or just
no, I haven't.
Or not at all?
I have not. Of course, I break my fast on Sundays through Lent. So when I've been traveling and I've put grits on my plate, I've been able to partake of salt and pepper on grits on Sundays. But I've avoided.
Because
right.
As a good Episcopal, you know that Sundays are not included in the 40 days.
That's right. That's exactly right. So I break my fast on a Sunday, and but if I've been having those things that require salt and pepper during the week, I don't partake. So there was a point where there was grits on my plate, or there could have been grits on my plate, and I said no to them because grits without salt and pepper is kind of gross. so I didn't have grits. Anyway, you asked.
Yeah, I got into a rhythm this Lent that now it's been long enough. It's just going to carry on for me. And it's not the same time of day every day, but the first hour in my morning is now set aside. I had gotten into a rhythm where I read the Bible, did a devotion at some point during the day, but nothing of it was in a rhythm. And so I'd find myself kind of scrambling at the end of the day, just trying to squeeze it in to be able to say I've done it, that sort of thing. And now, first hour, I get up, make breakfast, make some coffee, and then sit down with the Bible and have been spending some time in my Utmost for His Highest again this year. It's probably been 20 years. I saw Stephanie mention that early on, just before the new year started, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to get that out too and jump in with that. And so just the faithfulness of the morning, that first hour of my day every day has been a wonderful, wonderful gift. It's nice, and I realize I've missed it. It's not table salt. But definitely an additional thing in my day that just needed a new rhythm, a new jump start.
Hey, we have two more contestants. Brian keeps trying. So Brian's next entry for the free book giveaway is Dangerous. No, my middle name is not Dangerous. Tiffany Goggins from Oakland Presbyterian Church. She's the director of Christian Ed there. Her entry is Joy. No, not Joy either, but that's pretty.
How sweet.
I almost feel like cheating for them. I really
Can you give us the first letter?
Here, I know this. I'm just going to say, if anybody would like to email Melissa Rao at melissa@ministryarchitects.com, I know Stephanie Caro's middle name.
Because if I gave you the first letter, you would get it.
That's right. That's right.
Right?
It's true. That's a hint
right there.
That is a hint.
So is it Xena? It's the only name I know that starts with an X.
Not Xena.
I feel like I know it now.
You think?
I think maybe.
Now remember, if you guess the first correct guess, you Stephanie at Ministry Architects.
Ah, so funny.
Steven, you could get it.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to though because I want some other lucky person to win Stephanie's awesome book, and it was an awesome book. It's a really good book. I recommend it all the time.
Yeah. Stephanie, did you know your middle name is my daughter's nickname?
Oh, I get it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. Just saying.
Well,
Just saying.
let me read an email I just got, and we are so sorry, Cheryl. Cheryl says, I dropped out, could hear the podcast, but could not see the video, just a blank screen. Sorry, but live didn't start out well for me. Cheryl, we are so sorry, and I'm going to email you with the diagnostic code you can use at your church. Certainly doesn't make up for seeing our faces, but might be better that way. I don't know.
Yeah, you're not getting any. You're not missing anything if you're missing the video.
So Brian's talking about in the comments. Brian was talking about, and actually knows because Brian's in our community here. He's at a church right down the road. He was saying that they planned a lunch hangout after their Good Friday service for this year, because students can check out because of religious exemption for Good Friday, and so Brian's utilizing that time for the students to come to the Good Friday service, but then do a student ministry hangout kind of lunch after that Good Friday service. So I think that's a really creative and innovative way to spend some time with your students. And you know, at the end of the day, they're getting to check out school for free. So that's pretty awesome. So nice job, Brian.
Yeah, excellent. Well, what do you guys think about going ahead and wrapping this up? Since the video's not showing up too well there, but we certainly got some engagement. Scott Fairchild, I'm going to send you that diagnostic code as soon as we check out here. And then I also saw, Stephen, you may have seen this too, Dave McLean gave me his email address there in the chat, and Dave, I'll send you that code as well.
Hey, so Stephen.
Yes.
What do you think my middle name is?
Is it Stephanie?
No, that's my first name.
Oh, see, I thought you might have been one of those people.
No.
With the double name?
The double, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. My name is Stephanie.
They just really love Stephanie.
You know what Stephanie and Stephen mean? It means
crowned one. Yeah.
Yeah. Truth.
Yeah.
Bryant, you got a guess?
I threw out my best guess when you said if you gave us the letter, we'd know the name, and I just assumed it was Zena at that point.
The first letter of my middle name is K.
Kathy.
No, Brian.
No. Yeah.
I said if I gave you the first letter, it would give you my middle name.
Oh, okay. Yay,
Feel good about that.
But thank you, Brian Miller, for trying so beautifully. You and Margaret and Scott Fairchild, thank you so much. And Brian again, and Tiffany, thank you all so very much.
Nice job, guys.
Nice job.
Yeah, well done, well done. Hey, so Stephanie, you want to tell us where people can keep up with you in the meantime?
Yeah, I am so excited. I'm actually home until April 8th, and so you can keep up with me on Youth Specialties blog or Simply's blog at youthministry.com, or recently I've been tickled. I got asked to write for Princeton Theological Seminary's blog. Those people always make me feel either smarter or dumber because they're so bloomin' smart there. And I've started blogging for them, but you know, for the most part, just keep up with me on Facebook because pretty much I tell it all right there. What I'm watching, what I'm eating, what I'm doing, what I'm thinking. Stephanie Caro on Facebook.
Just not again until after Easter.
Just not from tomorrow through Easter, because I think stock will probably go down in Facebook. Just from the amount of wattage that won't be used up from my constant checking of Facebook, and stocks in addiction recovery will go up because I will have to join a step group. So, anywho.
Melissa?
Yeah, I would love if you came to see me in Chicago at the Faith Forward Conference. Again, it's April 18th to 21st. And I am just doing a few writing projects. I'm doing a project for Group Publishing, part of their Live small group curriculum. I'll be writing between now and got a few deadlines between now and April 15th, so I'm looking forward to kind of having some time at home to do some writing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Steven?
Yeah, I'm not on the road again for another 3 weeks. I'm really excited about that. That's a lovely, lovely time to just be home with the family. But you can come hang out over at organicstudentministry.com. And I just, this past week, signed, and I will be working with a group, and I do not have their information from me right now, but we'll be working in Nashville October the 11th, presenting at Friends of Christian Educators. I can't remember the name of the group. I'll have it next time. But I'll be presenting at their conference in October, so that'll be fun.
Is it CEF?
I think it might be CF, yeah. Yeah.
Christian Educators Fellowship?
That might be it. Sounds good. I'm gonna be there too.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I've got 2 assessments coming up, one in Louisville and one in Oklahoma. I'm looking forward to. One is a youth ministry, and the other is a combo assessment they'll be traveling for. Pretty excited about both of those coming up. And my friends at Grace in Shreveport, look forward to all the time that we're going to spend together in the next couple of weeks coming up. And you can follow me on Facebook as well, much like Stephanie K. Caro at facebook.com/Bryant Johnson. And despite no video being here on YouTube, it is all recorded, and you will see it in all its glory next Wednesday. And we'll publish this just the same. And then coming up, we've got a couple other conversations. We've had some staff, like church staff conversations recently in just the past couple weeks. And somebody emailed me and asked the question, well, when somebody leaves our staff, how should the church prepare for that? And I thought, that's a wonderful question. So been doing some work on that end, and we'll have that coming up in a couple weeks as well. So things to look forward to. So feel free to subscribe. Subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on iTunes to the Sustainable Ministry Show. And we are so grateful for those of you that hung in with us with just the audio this afternoon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're glad you're here, and we'll give this another shot coming up. Thanks, you guys, for all your time today.
Everybody.
Thanks, guys. Y'all take care.
Bye.